Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Can somebody read it? Who can read the poem loudly? Hands up. It's a very simple poem. Only 6 stanzas are there. Yes. Reciting or reading a poem is also a skill. You have to learn it. It is not tested at the examination. Yes. No one has powers. Adisha, Apurva, Hashan, Manuli, Mudita, Sanuli, Tinuri, Udit, Yutmi. Who reads? Who is going to read? Somebody කියවන්න බලන්න. No one. Are you in the class? Oh my God. No one of you can read it. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. A houseman. What is the theme of this poem? What is the theme? According to the syllabus, what is the theme? Udit, what is the theme? Yes. Okay. What is the theme? Conflict. Theme is conflict. Conflict means clash or simply fight. Now here's a clash. The poem has a clash or conflict. Hands up those who did this at school. Those who finished this at school. Hands up. Not yet. Not even begun yet. School. Have you done Evinsta at school? To the Evinsta? Hands up. Sanuli. Ah, okay, very good. I know your school teachers are well versed, talented. Right. Now this poem has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stanzas and 24 lines. What are these numbers for? 5, 10, 15, 20. What are those numbers for? They are line numbers. They are line numbers. Now this poem has up to a 20 lines. With these altogether 24 lines. Now read with me. I am going to read. You better to read. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Farewell to seven shore. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. The sun burns on the half-moon hill. By now, the blood is dried. And Morris amongst the hay lies still, and my knife is in his side. My mother thinks us long away. 'Tis time the field were mown. She had 2 sons at rising day. Tonight she'll be alone. And here's a bloody hand to shake. And oh man, here's goodbye. We'll sweat no more on scythe and rake. My bloody hands and I. I wish you strength to bring you pride, and a love to keep you clean. And I wish you luck come Lamastide at racing on the green. Long for me the rick will wait, and long will wait the fold, and long will stand the empty plate, and dinner will be cold. Now, it's a very sorrowful, emotional poem creating our sympathy, sorrow, even disappointment about life. Even a small matter, simple thing can change your life forever. Very, very simple thing can change your life forever. Your simple emotion or feeling can change your life forever. This is what this poem tells us. To control our emotions, to control our rational thinking, logical thinking, before any actions. Right. First stanza. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Farewell to seven shore. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. Now, there's a speaker. A person speaks in the poem. Therefore, the point of view is, write down, first person point of view. What is the point of view? First person point of view. This person speaks. We don't know his name yet, but he speaks to Terence. This person speaks to Terence. Terence is another person referred to in this poem, Terence. Now we already know two persons. One person is the speaker. The other person is Terence. Right. Go to the first line again. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Now here farewell means goodbye. Note it down. Farewell means goodbye. Now the speaker says goodbye. Goodbye to what? Barn, stack, tree. What is a barn? What is a stack? What is a tree? Right. Now think of these images. There are three images. Barn, stack, tree. Visual images. There are some visual images. You can see something physically. You can see something physically. But problem is this. These visual images are not familiar to us here in Sri Lanka. All these are found in the Western cultural settings. Western cultural settings. Now look at these pictures. I think you can see them. You can see many houses like buildings. Like houses. Actually, this is the barn. In an English farm or paddy field in your own context, there is a house like this. There is a house like this. This house is called barn. Farmers use this barn to collect, to gather crops for the protection of the animals, for the protection of the farming tools. Barn. Barn is a big house, big building like this. These are some typical examples for barns. Then barn symbolizes what? Barn symbolizes farm. Barn symbolizes farm. Then you have some idea. This poem is about a place with a barn or farm. There is another word we have to clarify. Right? Right? Another phrase. Stack. Stack. Now look at this picture. I will share it. Without this imagery, you will never understand this poem. This is stack. We call them hay stack. This is another stack. Collection of hay or harvest. This is another. This is another in Sri Lankan context. A stack. Hay. This is another modern stack. This is old hay stack. Now you understand. Now you know. Farewell to barn and stack and tree. Actually, what is the idea here? What is the idea here? These words mean an English farm. What is the visual image? An English farm. English farm. Now the speaker says goodbye to his farm. Farewell means goodbye. The speaker says goodbye to his farm. Why? He is leaving it. He is going away from this farm. Now, when you leave your friends, you say goodbye. Goodbye. What is the meaning of goodbye? Do you know that? Goodbye. What is the meaning? Meaning is this. Write out. God be with you. God be with you. Ye means you. God bless you. That is the idea of goodbye. All English word, God be ye. God be with ye. God be with ye becomes goodbye. Now you know that. Now the speaker says goodbye to this farm. His farm. He also says goodbye to Seven Shore. It's a place name. Seven Shore is a place name. Farewell to Polonnaruwa. Farewell to Sri Lanka. Something like that. Goodbye to Sri Lanka. Goodbye to Royal College. Right. Then the two first lines include speakers saying goodbye to his farm and Seven Shore. Third line. Look you last at me. Terence. Terence is missing. Where did he go? Terence, look you last at me. Now, Terence is another person. We don't know. But there is one called Terence in this farm. This man speaks to that Terence. What is his request? Look you last at me for the last time. Terence, for the last time, last moment, please look at me. Why? I am leaving the farm. Because I come home no more. I will never come home, Terence. I will never come home, Terence. Therefore, For the last moment, please look at me. For the last moment, please look at me. You see his tone. He is very sorrowful. The speaker, he suffers from sadness, some pain, sorrow. Now look at these sounds. O, for O. Home O. No O. Mo O. Repetition of vowel sound O. Repetition of vowel sound O. What is the technique? Repetition of vowel sound O. O sound is repeated. For home no more, for home no more, for home no more. You hear a lot of O sounds. What is the technique? I taught you. When vowel sounds are repeated, it's a sound device. This sound device gives some idea, some feeling. Yutmi, very good. Udit, very good. Good students. What is that sound device? Assonance. What is that sound device? Assonance. Now O sound is repeated. O sound is a sorrowful sound. O sound is a lamenting sound. Weeping sound. Now last line implies the speaker's sorrow. Note it down. The last line implies the speaker's sorrow, sorrowful feelings, disappointment, his worry, his unhappiness. Now, the speaker leaves the farm unhappily. Speaker leaves the farm sorrowfully. Speaker leaves the farm disappointedly. Right? Now, you understand, you know the meaning of the first stanza. Right? Now let's read the stanza again. Now you have got the meaning here. Now with some emotion, with some impression, sense, with some sense, please read it. Farewell to barn and stack and tree, farewell to seven shore. Parents, look your last at me, for I come home no more. For I come home no more. Now you can imagine, you can feel the speaker's mentality, mental condition. He is not really a happy man. He is really a worried and unhappy man who's leaving his farm. He says goodbye to his farm. He says goodbye to so-and-so. He says goodbye to Terence. We don't know why. But we know only one thing. This man is unhappy. This man is worried. He has some sorrow. We don't know the reason. Now look at the rhyming techniques of this stanza. Tree rhymes with me. Tree rhymes with me. Shore rhymes with more. Shore rhymes with more. What is the rhyming pattern? What is the rhyming pattern? I told you. Right? Now you can use that knowledge. Tree me, show more. Mudita, Udita, very good. 1 2 1, 1 2 1 2 0, A B A B. A B A B. Tree rhymes with me, show rhymes with more. Therefore, this poem is lyrical. When sound devices are used, we call it a lyrical poem. What is lyrical? Lyrical means musical. Learn these words. Musical. Lyrical equals musical. Please into the ear. Please into the ear. Right? Please into the ear. Please into the ear. Now you understand. Idea of the first stanza. There is a speaker. The speaker is leaving the farm. He says goodbye to everyone and everything. The speaker's mood and tone is sorrowful. Mood and tone. The speaker's mood and tone is sorrowful. He speaks to a person called Terence. Terence could be one of his friends or a worker in the farm. Right. Now that is the idea of the first stanza. Likewise, there are 5 more stanzas giving us the story of the poem. This poem is a narrative. What is narrative? It gives us a story. Narrative. It gives us a story. Story about the speaker. A nice story, but sorrowful. Heart-touching story. You feel sorry at the end. You feel sorry at the end because something happens we do not expect. We do not want to happen. Right. Okay. Then next week, we'll discuss everything in detail from the second stanza onwards, because it will need a lot of time to explain. Now you have the ideas, some idea conflict. Read the poem again after this class and be familiar. Please remember important lines. In every poem, you have to remember important lines because you need them for the examination. For the examination. To answer questions, you need. This memory is important. Right. Then next week, we'll discuss in detail the idea of this poem and how it affects us, how its meaning gives us something about life. Okay, we'll read it next week.